What's going on, Internet? My name is Johnny, if you don't know me. And but before I talk a little bit about my different and 21, I'm feeling like yes. I'm gonna tell you a story. We're in August right now, August 11th, 2024. Anyways, back last August, August of last year, I was like sort of like scratching my head, going like, "Hey, now hold on, wait a second, like." I don't think some miraculous event is going to ever take place in order for me to start exercising physically on a regular basis. You see, the story going on in my head since February 1st, 2022, actually since way before February 1st, 2022, that story was probably running my life for years. For years. The story was like, oh no, once I'm reaching my goals, once I'm hitting my targets, then I'm gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis. And I'm committed. Like I'm gonna eat right. I'm gonna like take I'm gonna eat like fruits and veggies and stuff like that, right? And I'm committed. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna get in the best shape of my life. That was a story going on in my head since way before February 1st, 2022. I thought I still had a six pack from when I was in college. From when I was like in high school or whatever. I dropped to the high school in my sophomore year. I got a GED. I went back to college, etc., etc. And I ended up dropping out of freaking college when I was, 20 years old, 21 years old. And I probably had like a six pack of booze. So that story was sort of like running my life for years. I'm 33 right now. And back last August, I was like, hey, hold on, wait a second. I don't think some dramatic event is ever going to take place in order for me to start exercising physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So, okay, fast forward to last August. I was at the point. I was at the point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't know if you've ever been there, where you say like where you draw a line in the sand and you say enough is enough. Well, I was sort of at that point last August, and I was like, nah, like this doesn't. I'm just gonna start exercising physically, and it started off with 1,000 push-ups in the morning, and then 1,000 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and like 100 curls or so. And then I was like, nah, in order to get any results, I'm gonna have to get in some cardio. So I decided to walk a mile every day. And I was doing that for quite some time. I remember I was even doing that on Thanksgiving. And it seemed to be working. And I kept doing that until I got a letter in the mail that I had to go to jury duty. And the letter that I got in the mail that was already in back December, in December. And I was like, hell no, I'm gonna go to jury duty at that particular moment in time. We had an Apple emergency. There was something seriously wrong going on with my iPad. So instead of freaking going to jury duty, what I did is I made an appointment that day to get my iPad looked at the Genius Bar at the mall, at the Apple Store. And so clearly, well, I was like, nah, wait, didn't go Jersey. So, there's no way I'm gonna. Well, first off, what the hell was wrong with the iPad in the first place? What do you mean an emergency? Well, I don't know if this has ever happened to you. It has happened to me before. When you let your phone die too many times, like all of a sudden the phone commits suicide, and you have to use a more powerful charger, like a charger for like your MacBook, in order to bring your phone back to life. Well, I knew about that, and for that very reason, I knew never to ever let my iPad die. Like it died on me once, and all of a sudden it started doing that, kind of random. So I made an appointment immediately at the Apple store so they could take a look at my iPad. And they actually did a really great job because I have a genius iPad now. Anyways, long story short, well, my birthday is on Christmas Eve. And on Christmas, and I and I no longer went on the mile walk anymore because I didn't want to get picked up by a police officer or something, right? So I quit going on the mile walk every single day, and on my birthday I was like, nah. Well, I have to continue like working out or something. And by then I was already introduced to my dear friend Tony Horton and P90X, and it has already been 80, 80, 81, 2, 3. 86. It's been 186 days of the P90X challenge. Every single day, no matter what. I already took on this other challenge, the 60-day challenge. To burn 1,000 calories every single day. While I'm working out, because I found out that in order to get any results, you have to burn a lot of calories. So long story short, to get to the point where, we've all heard of the book Think and Grow Rich, yes? By Napoleon Hill. That book has created more millionaires and billionaires than any other book of its kind. Napoleon also wrote some other books like Outwitting the Devil, the Secrets to Freedom and Success. And he also wrote a book called The Law of Success. Also by Napoleon, there's also another book out there. It's called The Science of Getting Rich. It's by Wallace Wattles. It's called The Science of Getting Rich because there's a science to getting rich. And the big secret in that philosophy, in the science of getting rich, that very, very, very few people are aware of, is that you have to exercise physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis, in order for that to work. Like, I'll say this. There's the Pareto's principle, the 90-20 rule, right? There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there, a lot of them, who have a story going on in their head saying, once I'm reaching my goals, once I turn my dreams into reality, then I'm gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm gonna freaking eat right, and I'm gonna really take care of myself. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there waiting for some miraculous event to take place. And the big secret in the science of getting rich is that no dramatic event will ever take place in your life in order for you to start exercising physically on a regular basis. I'll say this: all the professional basketball players in the NBA, the only way it's even possible for them to be professional, highly paid athletes is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional football players in the NFL, the only way it's even possible for them to be highly paid professional football players is with Think and Grow Rich. All the professional baseball players in the MLB, the only way it's even possible for them to be highly paid professional baseball players in the MLB is with Think and Grow Rich. The president of your country, the president of the United States, the only way it's even possible for the president to be the president is with Think and Grow Rich. And the big secret in the science of getting rich is that no dramatic event is ever going to take place, ever, in order for you to make a decision.